Guess it's true, I'm no good at a one-night stand, but I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see, but darling, stay with me. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Stay With Me by the awesome Sam Smith. This is a really, really lovely song, and there's a few different approaches to playing it. So I'm going to show you some fairly simple chords and a few more advanced kind of things that you might like to get to grips with as well. I think that just the really simple one strum per chord thing seems to work pretty good. There's a couple of rhythmic things that you can choose to simplify, or you can choose to make it a bit more like the record. I don't think it's particularly difficult to get it like the record, so worth looking at, but if you're a real beginner, you might find that a little bit odd. So let's start by looking at the chords for the verses, and the most basic versions of these chords would be a regular A minor chord, regular F chord, and then a C chord. Now, a lot of people are freaked out by the F chord, and actually I think there's a substitute for the F chord, which I think sounds even better to my ears anyway than playing a full bar chord F, and it's an F major 7 with a C bass note. Now, that's a really complicated name, don't get put off, it's a lot easier than a regular F chord. It's very similar to a regular F, but we don't need the bar, and we've got an open string as well. So you're going to start with a third finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. You put little finger immediately underneath, which is 3rd fret of the 4th string. Second finger goes down 2nd fret of the 3rd string. First finger down in the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So we're not playing the thickest string. In fact, you want to kind of use your tip of your 3rd finger just to mute that string, so if you accidentally strum it, it doesn't come out. And then it'll be 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open E string. Okay, the complicated name would be an F major 7 with a C bass, but you don't have to worry about the big name. It's not a difficult chord to play, and it's really nice going to the C chord because you leave your 3rd finger and your 1st finger down, just lift off your little finger and move your 2nd finger in the same fret but over onto the 4th string to get to your C chord. And now to get to your A minor chord, you leave 1st and 2nd fingers down and just move 3rd finger into the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so the chord sequence, A minor is the one we start with. Then we're going to move to this F major 7 over C, which does require all of the fingers to change except for the 1st finger. You want to leave 1st finger down as kind of an anchor. So lift them off, 2nd finger moves down to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 3rd finger moves over to the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and little finger goes down underneath 3rd finger. Okay, and then to get to the C, little finger off, 2nd finger moves over to the 4th string. Okay, that's it. That's the sequence. We've got A minor, F to C. Okay, instead of calling it F major 7 over C, which is a bit of a mouthful, I'm just going to call it F. Okay, but you can use that version of F. You can use it in lots of other songs as well. Not every time. You have to use your ear to really decide if it's going to work or not. But in this song, I'm going to call F, but really I'm meaning F major 7 with a C bass note. Okay, so the sequence: A minor, F to C, 2, 3, 4. It's the same thing again all of the way through the verse. But what's important here is that the C is a little bit earlier than you might think. Now let me count and you'll see what I mean. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2. Okay, you can use down strums for all of them, but the important thing is that the C chord is coming on the and after 4. Now, if you're a real beginner, you could just put a down strum and do it on beat 1. It's not going to sound that bad. Just won't it's one of the key signature things of the song. There's only simple chords, simple strumming, and that little push gives it just a certain little different flavor thing, you know, so I think it's worth hanging on to. It's not hard. Okay, it's just about the count. So you really want to start nice and slow. A minor for 2. And then on beat 3, you're going to strum the F, and then the and after 4 is where you'll put the C, and then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to keep the beat, of course, and then that's the one that comes early each time. Okay, trying to tap your foot. Okay, that one on the C will be in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. It'll be in between your foot stomps or foot taps. It's stomp. You probably don't want to be stomping your foot in this kind of tune. I'm just stomping my foot here, so hopefully you can see exactly where the beat is. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you really need to get that kind of rhythm down. I think it's worth doing. And it's that way all of the way through the verse until the last time through. So it's 3 times around that. And then on the last time, instead of going F to C, it goes G sus4 to C. Okay, so we're on the A minor chord. To get to our G sus4, we're going to put leave first finger down and put third finger down on the 3rd fret of the thicker string, and little finger down on the 3rd fret of the thinner string. Now, that could be a little bit stretchy for some of you if you're a beginner. I wouldn't stress about it too much, just keep on trying to push out for it. If you can't get little finger down, just kind of stretch it out as far as you can, because if you don't quite get that string, it's not going to be a big, a deal breaker. But you do need to get the 3rd finger over onto the thicker string, okay? You're going to find 3rd finger is going to mute the 5th string, and that's good. You don't want the 5th string ringing out. So it'll be the thickest string will be the 3rd fret, nothing on the 5th string, then open, open first, and then the thinner string you can either mute or put little finger down in the 3rd fret of the thinner string. Okay, so that chord will still come on beat 3, so it'll be the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the C is still pushed. So it's A minor, guess it's true, I'm no F but a 1, I C, 3, 4, A minor, but I still need a F cause I'm just a C. A minor, these notes never F to go to C. A minor, I don't want you to G sus4, will you hold my C? So one more time, and I'll just do a count for you to make sure that you're getting those chords in the right places there. So the intro is just the A minor, F, C twice through. When the verse starts, we've got this. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the verse sequence. It's just all about, I think, getting that C push. That's really the key element there. As well, trying to play the chords nicely. You don't want the chords to sound kind of buzzy and stuff if you're doing this kind of tune, especially if you're just doing the one big strum and you're letting it ring out. It doesn't leave a lot of room for error on the chords. The chords want to sound nice. Okay, so it's not difficult. The chords aren't difficult shapes particularly, but you don't want this, this sort of buzzy note stuff coming out, or even this sound, where it's all just, make sure your fingers are right next to the frets and that you're pressing down enough to get every note ringing out clearly. What you want to be doing is playing like the F major 7, if it sounds like this, or like that. Its fingers are not near enough to the fret, or they're too far, they're not pressing down hard enough, or they're too far away from the fret. So remember, they've got to get right up as close to the frets as you can get them, and then if they're right close to the frets, you don't have to press that hard. It's only when they're far from the fret that you have to press really hard to get the note. For beginners, that makes your fingers hurt more. So really, finger position in the fret is quite a big deal, Okay, now let's have a look at the chorus of this song. Now, it's very similar again, but we've got an additional chord, like a little leading chord going on. So let me play it for you first of all so you can hear what's going on. We've got this. Oh, won't you A minor, F to C, 'cause you're A minor, F to C, G, A minor, F to C, E to A minor, F to C. Now again, if you're a beginner, you could leave out these little leading chords and not very many people are going to notice at all, but I'm going to take you through it because I'm a stickler for trying to get it like the record, okay? So what we've got here, I'm going to do the count now without the melody. So we've got A minor to F, 4 to C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right on beat 4 we got a G chord. Okay, second time through. Again, A minor to F to C, 2, 3, 4. Second time, A minor, F to C, 2, 3, G, A minor, F to C, 2, 3, E, A minor, F to C. Okay, it's just, there's a G chord that comes in on beat 4 after the second time through, and on the third time through we've got an E7 in the same spot as the G, which is right on beat 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now with the chords, here we go. A minor, F, C, 2, 3, 4. A minor, F, C, 2, 3, G, A minor, F to C, 2, 3, E, A minor, F to C, 2, 3. Oh, won't you, A minor, F to C. 'Cause you're A minor, F to C. G ain't love, it's F to C. But E to A minor, F to C. That was funny, kept on anticipating where the G was going to come. It fits nicely with the lyric though as well, the placement of those chords. So it does make it fairly comfortable to sing still. Again, I mentioned if you're a beginner, just leave off those leading chords. It's completely cool to do that. But I think it's nice to play it that way. I should note as well that the E chord, you can also play that as an E7. I think I played it as an E in the little intro thing, and that's the one that to my ears sounds nice. It doesn't have to get all fancy with the adding 7th chords in, but you can choose to do that. I think really, if I'm going to be a stickler for the record, I'm pretty sure that the A minor chord all the way through on the piano is an A minor 7 chord, okay, which would be just like a regular A minor, but you lift off your third finger, so 0, 2, 0, 1, 0. Nothing on the thickest string. That's what it sounds like to me on the record, but again, I don't think you want to be doing that actually for the main recording. So I really hope you enjoy playing this song. I think it's a really, really nice one. Nice, fairly simple, you know, if you want to put the pushes in the right places and those little leading chords, you know, adds a little bit of trickery to keep it interesting kind of thing, but it's not a hard tune. I think it's a lovely one to play, a lovely one to sing. So I hope you really enjoy it, and I'll see you for plenty more lessons and songs very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.